This is the thermocouple welder. We'll step through the process to weld a thermocouple. There are a few different components associated with it. This is the weld unit. We have the holder for the thermocouple wire itself, and we have the nitrogen tank, which purges the gas. The first thing we want to do is make sure that it is plugged into the right outlet. If you have any questions on which one that is, ask one of the students who works in the lab. Second thing we'll want to do is make sure that the connections are tight for the gas line in the back of the machine and on the tank itself. The third thing we'll want to do is turn on the gas. You can see the pressure gauge indicates that there is gas inside of the tank, but we currently have no flow. On the front of the box, we'll remove this plug. We'll flip this into the on position, and we can hit this purge button, which will purge this area right here with the nitrogen gas coming from the tank, and this will allow us to set the gas flow rate, which around 30 standard cubic feet per hour is appropriate for welding. The next step we'll do is we will prepare our thermocouple, and you do that by stripping it off about 1/2 inch and twisting it at least 2 or 3 times. So it is twisted together like this, and then you will insert it into the thermocouple wire holder by pinching this clamp right here and inserting the wire. Now that we have the wire inserted, it's important to note that it should stick out around 1/8 inch, and it should be pretty well centered in the clamps. And most importantly is the clamps themselves are clamping on the conductors, on the bare conductors, and not on the insulation, because this will offer grounding for the energy to be transferred into the wires to then be welded. Once we have that set up, we will put it inside here and push the weld button. And the bead that is formed on the end should look something like that. You want to ensure that both conductors are part of the weld bead. And if you need to, you can redo it a couple of times, or you can strip the wire back and start over. Once you're done, you'll want to turn off the gas on the tank and relieve the pressure by hitting the purge button and holding it down while the pressure is relieved from the hose going down to the machine. Now that that is complete, we turn it off and reinsert the plug.